Alright, let's see. Arena, please. Please. Hearthstone, please. Okay, so you let me buy things. Alright, come on. I mean, it's raining outside, but that doesn't matter for Wi-Fi inside the house, right? Come on, Hearthstone. There we go. Let's see what classes will be offered. Classes is, of course, the first important thing about Arena. Picking the right ones. So Mage is almost always the best class. Mage got bad spells and not good minions this expansion, but I don't think that's enough to really change the fact that Mage is generally really good. The hero power deal 1 damage is really good. Alright, for synergy cards, Secret Synergy is okay, Devil's Org is terrible. Steam Surge or Elemental Synergy I think is still pretty good, and 5/4 is just not bad for 4. And if we've got 1, why not take 2? Dragon Synergy is more likely to happen now than it used to be, but still not that great. Alright, so 4/4 Elemental, which is just going to be a 4/4. Spawn Azoth. Spawn Azoth is not a very good card. It doesn't go off often enough. Doesn't do enough. You usually don't have that big of a board. So I'll just take the 4 mana 4/4, and it's an elemental, which is still good. Board clear, of course, is great, so it's Blizzard. Even if I had Dragon Synergy, I'd probably still go Blizzard here. Frostbolt is just good early game removal. You take the 2 mana 2/3 over the garbage. We have... Okay, so this is more interesting. Servant of Kalamos, we have 3 4 mana elementals. So that's good. Shallow Gravedigger is maybe okay-ish. Not great. Servant of Kalamos is clearly better. The question is Kalamos better than Volcanic Potion? And I think it's going to be. Depends kind of how much early game we get. Frost Wolf Warlord is probably too late. We want to get something on... We want to try to keep curving, so let's go Jungle Panther. Aberrant Berserker is the only real card here. I don't think Frost Nova Arena really does anything. Demon Apprentice obviously is nothing. Happy Ghoul is maybe. It's just a 3 mana 3/3 in Priest, or in outside of Priest. And Potion of Polymorph is probably okay enough. And we still might get Secret Synergy. A second Potion of Polymorph is probably not what you want though. 1 is probably enough. So now it's rather 3 mana 3/3 or 4 mana 5/5. 4 mana 5/5 is better. Got a lot of 4s. Got a lot of 4s. Stormwind Champion's the only real card here. Bad Frostbolt is bad. Firelands Portal, obviously, great card. Almost always 2 for 1s. Now I think 4 and 5. I think are the most important spots. Shatter obviously is garbage. Bluegill Warrior is not very good, especially in Mage where you can already do 1 damage. Especially if I'm going to be getting the Steam Geysers from the Steam Surgers or whatever. So I think we'll take the Grim Necromancer, which is not a great card, but it's an okay card. The 4 mana 2/6 I think here might be overdoing it. I think the 3 mana card is what we want. The Pirate obviously is terrible. And we don't really have anything to combo with Mirror Image. I mean, there are a couple of taunts, but whatever. I think Volcanic Potion here is right. I think the Corrupted Cedar is probably not worth it. The Medusa LA is a 2-drop, and we do have a secret. The Ancient of Blossoms is going to be much better than the Pterodax. Really good 4-drop. Okay, 3-drop. I think we have enough 3s so we can take the really good 4-drop. We're having problems on 2, and this might help the problems on 2. Burgly Bully is the same number of stats as Scaled Nightmare. Scaled Nightmare, of course, could grow. It usually won't. Blubber Baron, of course, is pretty bad. Burgly Bully's pretty okay in Arena. Scaled Nightmare is... It either gets out of hand or it gets removed very easily initially. I don't think I have the things to protect it. So another Blizzard. Or Servant of the Yogg-Saron. I don't think Counterspell is really good enough. Secrets aren't that great in Arena usually. I'm kind of lacking big bodies, right? Got Ancient of Blossom, Stormwind, 2 Servant of Calamus, or a Servant of Calamus and a Burgly Bully. It's not that big of a body. I think we take the second board clear then. We do want some big guys. That's a biggish guy. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's the only card. Firelands Portal is pretty obvious, I think. Alright, second Primordial Cliff or Blaze Caller. So I think we have enough elementals that we can probably get Blaze Caller off. And sometimes the elementals are kind of steamrolly because if you get the Steam Surge, you get the Flame Geyser, then you got a Flame Elemental to activate your other guys. So activating the Steam Surge is the most important, really. But sometimes just a 6/6 body. We have 2 Firelands Portals, which would get us some kind of something. Stormwind Champion, Ancient of Blossoms, Nesting Rock, Cryomancer, which with the Water Elemental might be a 7/7. Because you can't combo with Blizzard, and with the Frostbolt it might be a 7/7 too. So there's 2 ways to activate that guy. But Primordial Glyph is Primordial Glyph. Sometimes it's Meteor, sometimes it's a Flame Strike. Sometimes it's a lot worse. Sometimes it's just a 2-drop too. I think that might also be it because I don't have too many things to do on 2. I don't have a 10-drop, so Ancient Harbinger is not in this conversation. Flame Strike, of course. I think there's too much 1 damage going, or I think there's probably too much 1 damage in Arena. Priest has that new spell which just does deal 1 damage to all minions. And then there's the Demon in Warlock, which does 1 at the end of the turn. So I think that's too much for Morose to deal with. And there's the new Warrior Weapon, which does 1 on Battlecry and on Death Rattle. Barnes isn't going to really get anything. I mean, Stormwind Champion has an effect. And that's it. I don't have any Death Rattles, I think, in this deck. So there's not really a whole lot for Barnes to grab. We got a lot of 4s anyway, so I think it's just Nozdormu. And I'm not thrilled with the 9-mana 8/8. But I think it's better than Barnes because there is nothing Barnes can grab. I mean, Emerald Hive Queen is a bad card to grab. And then Keening Banshee is a bad card to grab. Water Elemental is okay, but nothing real special. Burgly Bully is okay. and Stormwind Champion is kind of good. So, I mean, it's really just a 4 mana, 4/5 split across, so it's not as Dormu. Deck's curve is okay-ish. It's got none of the small elementals, which is worrisome about activating the Steam Surger on curve when it shows up. I mean, Water Elemental wants to go be the play before Cryomancer and before Servant of Calamus. But there's two Blizzards, there's a Flame Strike, there's 2 Firelands portals, there's a Stormwind Champion, there's an Ozdormu at the end too. If it can, it's got a lot of, so the late game board clears are pretty good. The lack of good early game is worrisome, and the first Steam Surger is probably just going to be a 4 mana 5/4. Which is usually better than just being stuck with like a Servant of Calamus and being like, I don't really want to play a 5 mana 4/5. Find me something better. No meteors, 2 primordial glyph too. I mean, it could be anything, even a boat.
Call from Charity Clothing.
Yellow. Hello? I don't think I can at this point. Sorry. Bye.
Greetings.
Alright, so set a pink face. We'll see what's in the box. I think Flame Geyser's clearly the best one here because it's an elemental to activate our elementals, and it's better than Arcane Missiles, and it's probably not that much worse than Cone of Cold. But we won't, like, send it to his face. That would just be silly. I'm probably going to Glyph next turn. Well, it depends. If he plays something. Like, Vicious Fledgling now can be answered. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's amazing.
And we'll take a Meteor. Because Meteor's just great. Not sure which one was. Oh, that's really good.
Winter is here.
Let's get the 7/7 out. We'll still have a 3/3, which is going to be annoying for him to deal with, I think. Oh wait, it doesn't activate. I'm silly. He can't trade the 4/4 into the 3/3. So let's hold on to that. I always think that just dies to free 2 for free 2 is whatever its face. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah, he's got to do that trade.
Speak your peace.
Now I can play the 7/7.
You are shivering. Wow.
And throw this out there too.
Job's done.
So he wants to try and handle this. And I kind of want to trade into the 3/2.
An autograph? I suppose. What to do? What to do?
So we kill the 3/2, 7/7 the other 3/2, ping the 2/1. We'll have a 7/4, and we'll have 3 mana, which is just going to be Flame Elemental. Alternative. Meteor the 2/1, which gets, or the Meteor the 4/3. It gets rid of those two. Kill that, ping that. Oh, that's much better. I mean, it uses the Meteor. So we don't have a Meteor in hand anymore. But he's going to have to deal with the 7/4 with no board. I have Steam Surger next turn again. And I'll have 2, I can Steam Surger and play 2 Flame Geysers. I can Steam Surger and Flame Geyser and ping. I could Nesting Rock. But Ancient of Blossom seems to cover that better, and it's less mana. Stormwind Champion doesn't do anything for me here. I don't think using the Flame Geyser on the 1/1 is going to be worth it. Probably Stormwind and Ping next turn. That's looking okay at 9 mana. You can probably play the 2/5s next turn when the thing is frozen. Not very worried about keeping the 1/1 around. If he doesn't heal his Frozen Crusher, we can Geyser Ping to get rid of it.
Must consider.
And then play a Banshee. So that's not too bad.
I swear the monsters will.
Yeah, you gotta do that. This might still be fine. If I draw my secret here, I'm looking pretty good, I think, because then I can secret Medivh's Valet and fine.
It's playtime.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so Potion of Polymorph is probably the best draw here. Otherwise, I think I trade the 5/2 and the 5/3 in and play the 2 5s? No. I don't have any value trades here anyway. Yeah, I trade the 2 5s and I don't worry about losing the 3 cards. Or do that. Do this. Do this. Thing this. Hit that. Double taunt. Just for a tempo 2/3. Ah, damn. Not sure I had that many great minions to find there.
I got this.
Hits it to 2, raises back up to... Well, I don't worry about killing it, I think, because I'd have to kill it twice. Yeah, but now I 3/1 and ping. I have to worry about the... Oh.
I got this.
I think this is looking pretty good still. I have lethal next turn, unless he can find a taunt or removal. That's enough removal, I guess, but... I guess it puts pressure on. Now you have the Flame Strike. I guess I don't have Flame Strike. What is he? What is he not playing?
Let the pain speak to me.
Oh.
Well played.
You have best.
I kept this board clean without drawing 3 of my 4 board. I guess I drew 1 board clear. The volcanic potion, which helped out. The meteor from the primordial glyph was big too. That really swung the game. I cleared his board, losing nothing.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
Bear with it.
Protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Volcanic potion will make sure I don't get overrun in the early game. I don't think I keep the 4 when I don't have a 2. 3 is okay to keep. Just a 3 mana 4/3. You don't care about the synergy very much. Alright, there's a curve. 2, 3, 4. If I get a secret off the glyph, I can play it with the Kirin Tor Mage. Not that. It's only going to be 1 mana savings with the glyph.
Hello.
I might also coin out the mage, but that seems less likely. If I'm really behind on board, there's a volcanic potion. I don't think we coin out a glyph. That doesn't make much sense. Since mage spells are almost always all reactive.
Beetleberries, my favorite.
It's a good card for him. I don't really need a Frostbolt 2/2, I don't think, especially with volcanic potion in hand. Thank you. That's good against my potential board clears, which I have. So kind of like coining out the skeleton guy.
What to do?
Because there's a lot of threats to the 2/2. He's gonna want a hero power. I can ping in Frostbolt the next thing. I kind of like that.
Dark path is my destiny.
And if nothing major happens, I can always just play the water elemental. That Devil's Egg is going to be a little bit annoying for me.
The land serves me.
An extra 2/2 guy? Yeah.
For the master.
Looks like maybe Glyph or Ping and Kirin Tor Mage next turn. Looks like Ping and Mage.
We have many secrets.
I throw the 1/1 in there. I don't think so because I can Volcanic Potion. Throwing the 1/1 in either makes the 3/3 go into the 4/3, make him do that trade, or he's got a hero power the 1/1. If he's gonna do that value trade and then hero power and then play something else, there's Volcanic Potion. So we can Glyph or something, but we really want to play Water Elemental to activate the Servant Calamos next turn. We have card advantage, we have board advantage, we're about to get more card advantage. To me, next turn might not be a great play, might not be the best possible play, because we want to play Servant Calamos almost all the time. What is he going to be doing? What am I going to want to do to respond?
What to do? What to do?
He wants to kill us to activate that. He's going to have a hard time doing that without me being able to activate that.
What to do? What to do?
I don't think I want to play an Elemental next turn, so do I want to play Baron, get it? Do I want to get... I think I want Water Elemental. I think that's the strongest Elemental on its own.
Where shall I strike?
You brought me back.
Like, why did he do that? I think we get rid of the 5/4.
We will devour this world.
For the crusade!
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
Oh, that can't be right.
No witnesses. Right away.
Ping, hit, trade Volcanic Potion. Leaves me with 5 mana. So play Water Elemental.
No witnesses.
Did I toss that out there too? Six, 9 next turn? Yeah, let's tempo out to 2-3. Either we trade it in, or we play a nest. I mean, it just seems right to throw it out there.
The land serves me.
This also just feels right. You should be able to Water Elemental in the face most of the rest of the game to keep him from. Alright, game over.
We will devour this world.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
I just keep freezing his face because, well, then he can't do anything. Unless the only thing that saves him is Deathwing in his deck, I think. Like any really large taunt minion dies.
I can see.
Man, Glyphin's a cheap board clears. Feels good. I'm sure it feels bad for them.
Jaina versus Valera.
Watch your back. You asked.
I don't like keeping reactive. Okay, we can keep the Frostbolt with the Valet. That's fine. That's good. 2 drops are good. You can think about Coin Valet, you can Frostbolt the next thing into Jungle Panther. That's a curve.
Hello.
I didn't remember to check to see if he kept any cards. Coin is a tempo play. When I'm going first, I always hate to see them coin out at 2. Let's do the thing that I hate.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
And we got the Frostbolt to deal with the next guy.
Right away.
Okay. Don't have anything to interact with weapons in this deck. So you might just playing 5 mana 4/5 next turn. Because we ain't got anything else to do, and passing at turn 5 is not really a good idea. What's he gonna play?
None see bonus.
It's really our only option. And we'll clean up with a Blizzard the turn after, it looks like. And we can still draw a Steam Surger. Right now the odds are about 10% to draw a Steam Surger.
To the traitor king.
Okay, that's terrible for me right now. That's really bad.
Well played.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
And it looks like next turn is going to be an 8 mana Blizzard no matter what. Which is bad. I mean, if he goes face, I guess I ping and trade and then Blizzard. Now, this is going to be really hard from here. Oh, and it's dangerous for him to trade with... Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Well played.
I mean, even if that minion doesn't have any text on it, I think we're still in a terrible position after Bone Mare comes down on it. You had the Slayer in hand, you had a Deadly Poison. Obviously his, and we also had no minions. His Envenom weapon wasn't the most valuable thing in the world, but got enough done.
Jaina versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
That's something like a curve.
Hello.
Well met.
That's cool. Kinda like trading up. Fine with this.
This document looks legally binding.
Now, though, I don't have a good play. Sets up for potion ping on 5.
You got a pair.
Only 2 minions. Wow. I'm gonna have a real hard time with that. Still only 2 minions. I need to get Glyph into Polymorph.
is for guests only.
Well, I mean, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Well played.
Jaina versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Well, here's an easy decision. Everything goes back.
Is someone injured?
Or should have healed me and then hit. Wrong order. Bad order.
Crystals! Fresh from Kazakis.
Might be the 4/4 elemental next turn. It's definitely the 4/4 elemental. I am a draw.
Your magic shall not save
The combos, man. That's something. That's also something. But I can't just, I feel like I can't empty the board and have nothing on it myself. I need to have some amount of board presence before I play a board clear.
I sense your strength.
Perfect.
We have many secrets.
Can taunt up next turn. On 2/4 health guys. 2/4 attack guys, which is important against a priest. Oh.
For Dalaran.
Good. Cool. Things are looking up. Way up. As long as they don't have Galactic Crawler. Looks like it's time for Nas Dormu on phone, huh? He just used his death. He managed to kill, I can still have to kill on that guy.
Time runs out on me.
Health isn't really important.
Brothers, heed my call.
I have no idea what he's waiting for. I mean, there's a Death and Pain target now, a Shadow Madness target. But I mean, that doesn't help him too much.
Shields up.
What is real?
Shields up.
Wow.
You love my new recipe.
To battle!
Comeback is real.
Out of my jungle!
There's nothing too terrible out of here, right?
I must remain hidden to remain free.
Alright, I think that's going to be enough for now.